Now, I worked for the big funeral provider for 10 years who have 60% market share. And in that time, I was never, ever, ever, ever called to a care home 3 consecutive nights. You know, so for me being a small family undertaker to suddenly be called every night for nearly 3 weeks exclusively to care homes and nowhere else, is remarkably, it's probably about as likely as me winning the lottery several times in 3 weeks. It just doesn't happen. It's impossible. Um, I would hasten to add that all of those people were labelled with COVID. I never saw a doctor in attendance once. No doctor ever attended to my knowledge. Um, I never saw a COVID test once. I never saw an incubator or a ventilator. So there was no need for those patients to be overdosed, shall we say, or heavily sedated to be intubated because there were no ventilators. So I suspect that thousands of people were killed, euthanized in these care homes using midazolam. And on the odd occasion, I did in fact see small files, perhaps on the bedside cabinet or in a bin, because I was actually looking for them at that point, you know, where they hadn't perhaps been as careful as they ought to have been doing that kind of thing. So that was something that was, you know, kind of raised alarms for me. And then as abruptly as that started, it finished. And then I had a pandemic guy ring me, and he introduced himself as a government-sponsored pandemic guy. And he told me that as a funeral director,